Hello children, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. Children, today I just discuss about our estimating sum. This is from chapter 2, class 5th maths. Okay, children, I just explain you what do you mean by estimation. Now, children, in your day-to-day life also estimation is very useful. How? I want to give you one real life example. Then after I go to the book. Okay, children, listen properly and try to understand. Children, suppose you want to go to market to buy something. Suppose you go to market to buy first thing is your 1 liter milk, and second is your suppose this is one example only. Suppose 1 kg sugar. Okay. Now children, how much money will you take to market to buy these two things? So having any idea? No. If you know 1 liter milk is how much exactly and 1 kg sugar is how much cost exactly, then only you take exact money. Or else you can estimate by the last experience when you just purchase last time how much the cost of milk and sugar. Accordingly we can estimate. Okay, now suppose I just put the 1 liter milk cost is suppose rupees 40. Now 1 kg sugar cost suppose rupees 45 children. Okay, now if I will add these two, so how much money I will require? This is your rupees 85. I require 85. Now you think that how much money will you take to market so that both can you can buy and just come back. Now exactly 85 either we take, but if we don't know exact cost, then here if we will take so many possibilities. One person can take rupees 100 and another person can take rupees 200. Okay, now suppose third person can take rupees 1000. Okay, now among these three estimation, which is correct one you think children? What do you think? 1000 is correct? No. 200 is correct? No. But actually correct estimation is 100 rupees. So when that person going to market, if they will take 100 rupees, then only it both can buy means easily, and calculation also easily. But 200,000 means it is our wrong estimation children. So this example we can use in our day-to-day life. But actually in mathematics we can just understand estimation means we first all the numbers which are given in the question we round off nearest to 10, nearest to 100 and nearest to 1000. Then we will find out the actual sum, and after rounding off we will find out the estimating sum. Okay children, so I will go to now the example 1 from your textbook. Okay children, this is your first example. I am reading the question. There are 92 coins in a box A and 47 in box B. So there are two boxes are there. So first box it is 92 coins and second box B it is your 47 coins. So asking that question, estimate the total number of coins in both the boxes. So how do you estimate? So what I will do that first I will do the 92 round off to nearest 10 and 47 also round off to nearest 10. If we will round off to nearest 100, this is wrong estimation children. So here we will round off both the number 92 as well as 47, round off to nearest 10. Then after we will estimate the sum. Okay, so let us round off 92 and 47 to nearest 10. Okay children, so 92 to the nearest 10, how much? It is your 100. It is your 100? No. So how much children it is your? 90. Why? I hope you can understand this rounding of number. Then it is easy to you. If you could not understand round of previous class, all of you understand that very easily. If you could not understand round off, then it is problem to you. So I think first I will explain you how do you round off to nearest 10. So for example, suppose I will take here 17 children. Now round off 3 rules are there. Okay, so first rule, you see, when we round off the any digit number, nearest 10 means we will see the ones place digit. Okay, then after we compare this ones place digit to with 5. So this 7 you compare with 5. So it is equal to 5, or it is greater than 5, or it is less than 5. So in our particular case, this case 17, this is your example children. Okay, now 17 is round off to nearest 10. How do you do? Now 7 means ones place we will compare with 5. Now you see that if we will compare with 5, so 7 is greater than 5. So if 7 is greater than 5, then how much the round of number? What you do children, this 7 place you put 0, and this place increase by 1. So this is already 1 is there, plus 1, that is your 2. So 17 is round off to the nearest 10 is 20. Okay children, for another example, suppose another example I will take. Suppose 12. Okay, round off to nearest 10. So what is the first rule? First rule is that we will compare the ones place digit with 5. Okay, now what do you think? 2 is greater than 5 or equal to 5 or less than 5? Yes, it is less than 5. So if it is less than 5 children, this ones place to 0, but this place no change. So 1 is there means it is your 1. So 12 is round off to 10. Okay, now for example, another example I will take. Suppose 78. Okay, now you round off nearest 10. How do you do this? So this is your ones place, you see. In ones place it is your 8. Okay, now you compare this 8 with 5. Either it is greater than or less than or equal to 5. Obviously it is greater than 5. So if it is greater than children, then this is your 0, and if greater than or equal to, in both case, this your tens place digit will be increased by 1. So this is your 7 plus 1, this is your 8. Now what is the round of 78 is your 80. Understood children? Similarly, I can do this. Now come to our problem. Okay, 92 is round off to how much? So what do you think children? So you just see this 2 ones place in 92 is 2. So this is obviously less than 5. So 92, this I will put arrow mark, this becomes 0, and this will no change, that is your 90. Okay children, now I will explain 40, this is your wrong. Now 47, so 47, you just round up children, you see this is your 7. 7 means what? Greater than 5. So this one's place becomes 0, but your tens place increase by 1. So 4 plus 1, this is your 5. Okay children, this all I explain you round of number. And if in your ones place it is exactly 5 also, you follow just greater than. Okay, now this I just explain you. So 92 round off to your 90, and 47 round off to your 50. Okay children, So now estimating sum. So what you do that here you add. So how much it is? 0, 9 plus 5, 140. Okay children, estimating is 140. But actual how much? Actual how much you add? 92 plus 47 is equal to, that is your 9. This is your 139. Now this is your actual and this is your estimation. Now what is the difference between estimation and actual? Only one. So this is our correct estimation. Okay children? I hope you can understand. If round off you cannot understand children, don't worry, I will explain again. No problem. Simply you just write in a comment box. Okay? Children, I am giving you 2 examples. One number already I explained. Example 2 and example 3. I hope you will try yourself. Or else I will or else what? I will explain in next class and with the writing process. Okay children? I hope you can do that. So if you don't do that, you unable to do, then also don't worry. I will explain in next class. So I just read the question. The number of trees in 2 farms is 168 and 134. Estimate the total number of trees in both the farms taken together. Now example 3 is that a dining table cost is rupees 5,648 and sofa cost is rupees 8,132 rupees. Estimate the total cost by rounding to the nearest thousand. Here children, you round off nearest 10. Okay, I just write in a bracket. Round off nearest 10 and do. Round off nearest 10 and do this problem. And this round off to nearest 1000 and do this problem. Children, if you unable to do, don't worry. I will explain you in my next class tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Okay, children, please you try. Okay, I hope you can do this. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.